Happening now, tens of millions of people in Hong Kong and southern China feeling the force of Typhoon Ragasa. At its peak, it reached the equivalent of a Category 5 hurricane, the most powerful storm on the planet this year. CNN's Hahako Montgomery reports as the storm hits one of the most densely populated coastlines in the world.
We're in one of the worst hit areas in Hong Kong called Chung Kwan O, and as you can tell, just over there, the sea, is very, very close to this waterfront. And there's a concrete seawall, but it didn't really do much to protect these restaurants from these massive sea swells and storm surges. We've seen photos and videos emerge from the typhoon showing massive waves just inundating these restaurants and causing very extensive damage. In fact, I want to show you just over here. You can see the doors to these restaurants have come off their hinges. Glass is just shattered everywhere, and there's a massive amount of debris. Just furniture strewn about everywhere. In fact, over in the distance, you can kind of see these metal barriers that were actually installed to prevent flooding, but clearly it didn't really do much to prevent any of this damage from affecting these restaurants. Now, we did speak to the owner of this specific restaurant a little while earlier, and he told us that when he saw those images of his restaurant just getting hit with massive amounts of water, it looked almost like a tsunami, and he said that it could take several weeks for his restaurant to get back and running again.
Across the group, we're pretty upset. We'll get through it. We've had damage before in other venues, and we've gotten together and make sure that we get up and running as fast as possible. But, everyone's devastated. It's hard to come with when you see something that you build getting destroyed overnight pretty quickly.
Now, as you can see, I'm standing in some flood water here, and it's pretty deep. It's nearly up to my knees. And this is just one of the many examples of pretty bad flooding that we've seen across the city because of this typhoon. Now, the storm has moved on from Hong Kong and Macau. It's currently hitting mainland China, but the Hong Kong government has warned residents to stay inside, to continue hunkering down, because clearly the weather is still adverse and they are expecting more flooding in the coming hours. Hannah Montgomery, CNN, Hong Kong.